Hi everyone, it's Tatiana from Tatiana's Everyday Food and welcome back to my kitchen. So fall is just around the corner, and if you're like me, you're gonna start craving those warmer comfort foods that are gonna keep you nice and toasty on colder fall evenings. So in the next couple months, I wanted to share all my favorite dinner recipes. So these are tried and true recipes that I've been making over the years. And I also wanted to share some one pot recipes like this one I'm making today. And this particular one is my husband's favorite. It's a French garlic chicken with pasta and wilted spinach. And I love this recipe because you don't have a lot of dishes to wash. You just make everything in one pot, which is fantastic. And you guys are gonna love the flavors here. You get tons of that nice garlicky broth, and it's seasoned with fresh rosemary and thyme, some white wine, and I finish everything off with a little bit of spinach just to add a little bit more nutrition to the recipe. So before we head over to the stovetop, let's run through all the ingredients that we'll need for today. So today I'm using 6 drumsticks with the skin on and bone in. You can either use drumsticks or chicken thighs, would also work fantastic for this recipe. We're gonna season them up with some kosher salt, some ground black pepper, and then I have a tablespoon each of fresh rosemary that I've chopped and some thyme leaves. And then for my aromatics, I'm using 10 garlic cloves. I just crushed them and gave them a rough chop. And then I have 2 diced shallots. I'm gonna fry this up with some olive oil. We're gonna add about half a cup of white wine, and you can use any type that you have on hand. We're gonna use a couple cups of chicken broth, and then I have 2.5 cups of penne pasta, and you can use any variety that you have on hand. I'm using a medium frying pan today, and I'm heating it over medium heat. I'm gonna add a little bit of our olive oil. And once that pan is hot, we can start adding our chicken. I'm gonna season my chicken generously with the kosher salt. Just sprinkle it over the top. And we're gonna add some freshly ground black pepper. You wanna turn your chicken every so often, and then just fry it until it's nicely browned on all sides. Once your chicken has some nice color, and we're not cooking it all the way through, we just wanna give it some good color. I'm gonna set it aside onto a plate. Just transfer it. So into the same pan, I'm gonna add my garlic and my shallots. And I'm just gonna let these cook for a few minutes. Next, I'm gonna add in my wine, so about half a cup. I'm just gonna let this reduce for a few minutes. And I'm gonna sprinkle in my rosemary and my thyme. Let that infuse into the sauce as well. The sauce smells so good. I love the aroma of that garlic and all the fresh herbs. It smells amazing. So now I'm gonna add in my chicken stock. I'm gonna add in about 1.5 cups. Just pour that over. And I'm gonna transfer my drumsticks back into the pan. Just settle them right on top. So now I'm gonna close my pan off with the lid, and I'm just gonna let this chicken simmer for about 20 minutes until it's completely done. As you're cooking your chicken, you wanna turn it a few times so that it cooks evenly, and once it's all done, I'm just gonna take it out onto a plate again. I'm gonna set that aside. And now it's time to cook our pasta, so I'm gonna add my penne right into that broth. That broth is so aromatic, that pasta is gonna soak everything right up. So you see that the pasta is not covered all the way with the remaining broth, so you wanna add additional chicken broth. You wanna make sure your pasta is completely covered. I'm gonna top this back off with my lid, and I'm just gonna cook that until that pasta is al dente. My pasta is almost done cooking, and now I'm gonna add in my spinach. So I just have, I think, about 4 or 5 cups here. I'm gonna spread it over the top and use my tongs to kind of work it into the pasta. And now I'm just gonna return my chicken back into that pasta. And this is ready to be served. So you could serve it right away or just close it off with the lid and keep it warm until you're ready to serve. And that's it for our pasta dish. And this looks and smells so, so good. So I'm gonna scoop some up and place them on a plate. And I like to get lots of spinach in my serving. Place that there. And this is ready to be enjoyed. So now it's time to give it a try. I'm gonna scoop in some pasta, some spinach, some chicken. The flavors in this dish are phenomenal. Like, I can't even describe how good it is. You just have to go buy all the ingredients and make this dish for yourself. It's that good. You get so much flavor in that pasta. It absorbs all the garlic, the rosemary, the thyme, the chicken broth while it's cooking. So you get some of the best tasting pasta you will ever have, I guarantee it. And that chicken is so juicy and tender and flavorful. Everything combined together tastes so, so good. And it's the perfect thing on a colder fall or winter evening when you're looking for a nice comfort food. And another plus, you don't have a lot of pots and pans to wash, so makes it super easy for you guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video recipe. Give it a try, and thank you guys always for watching. I will see you next time.